Hello, what's up, Huckers? Justin Sane here with guest El Presidente Sean O'Neill.
How's it going, y'all?
Who is it? Oh man, I love that intro every time I hear it. Matt Patterson, Justin Agnello. Oh man, and I forget who said the other one. But anyway, what's up, Huckers? How's it going? Justin Sane here. Welcome to Disc Golf Talk. Today, I got El Presidente, finally, Mr. Sean O'Neill, president of the DeLaveaga Disc Golf Club. Sean, what's up?
What's up, Justin? Thanks for having me.
Oh, let's try that one more time. I didn't have you up.
What's up, Justin? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, dude, no problem. Thanks for finally being able to come in. I've been trying for a long time. You're a hard man to get a hold of.
Yeah, it's tough being as busy as I am sometimes. I can't always get to everything, but, got here, so here we go.
Woohoo! Yes, that is rad. Well, hey, today on Disc Golf Talk, we got some info on DeLaveaga, some club updates, what's new, what's happening there, some tournament updates, course improvements. So today's going to be an awesome show, and we are, as always, doing the Facebook Live thing. So if you're watching, or if you're watching us on Facebook Live, what's up, guys? Let's see, I gotta click over here to real quick. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Sean, give us a little background on you.
On me?
On you,
okay.
your disc golf history.
My disc golf history. Okay, I moved here with my wife in 2012, and in 2013 I got my birthday present, which was my first fairway driver, mid-range, and putter. And
those were? Come on, everyone remembers their first disc.
It was
like losing their virginity. Come on.
It was DX Valkyrie, DX Shark, and a DX AVR.
Okay.
Just nice. Standard, can't go wrong.
Little starter pack. And being a kid originally from the Philadelphia area, we don't grow up playing with Frisbees too much, so I opened up the package and went, Frisbees? What am I going to do with Frisbees? Really? And she said, they're disc golf discs. You're going to check it out. DeLaveaga's right up the street. You should see what it's all about. All right, sure, whatever. And very shortly thereafter, I started playing with a couple friends. My friend Josh got me into the sport really and showed me the ropes. And from there, it was just a way to get away from work and get outside and hang out and have some fun and chase plastic around the woods. And then essentially from there, it just kind of, I guess I got sort of peer pressured a little bit into you should try bag tags, and Ben Baker, said you should give it a shot. I said, shout out, Betty Boy.
I don't know, I'm not really sure, and he said, give it a shot, and so I did, and the next thing I knew it was, well, I kind of like this. This is a lot of fun, and then I said, well, how does this happen around here? What's the organization? Who does what? How does this all function? And that's how I ended up being invited to my first club meeting. And from there, it just turned into, well, what can I do? And I'm a landscaper gardener by trade, and I have my own business. And I love to make improvements to the landscape and the scenery that I live in. And so this was a perfect opportunity, and it just blossomed into where I'm at now, which is the president of the club, which to this day still kind of has me shake my head a little bit, but I love it, and I'm very honored to be a part of such an incredible community.
Nice.
Do you still have your landscaping business?
I do, yeah.
Go ahead and give a shout out for it. Let people know.
It's O'Neill Garden Services. I'm in Santa Cruz, and I have residential, commercial properties that I maintain and do design installation projects. Yeah, give me a holler. I've got a Facebook page and a website. And phone number is 831-332-7478. Give me a shout out, and I'd be happy to take a look at your property.
All right, totally, man. We did a little combo
Yeah,
deal there.
that feels like I was cheating there, stealing from somebody.
Oh, not at all. Hey, if anyone else wants to come in and talk disc golf and give a shout out for their business, I'm all for it. It's people helping people.
Community.
Exactly, and that's what we are, community radio.
Yeah.
So bada boom.
Right on.
So club updates. What's new within the club?
So this year we've been really great. We've had a really strong core group of people that I've got Matt Beatty as my vice president, and Braden Coolidge is the treasurer, and Keenan Dalton's been the secretary this year, and Cedar Morgan stepped up really with taking care of some of the projects around the course, and Cesar Zermeno running a lot of the events, and there's a lot more. I probably wouldn't be able to remember them all, but
totally.
That's the core group of the executive officers essentially, and we've got a lot of talent, a lot of passion, and big dreams and big projects, and so it's been exciting, and we've been really lucky to have a community that really supports a lot of what we're doing. So we're getting big turnouts for all of our weeklies, which are Thursday afternoons. Well, all day Thursdays really at this point. Sign yourself up as long as you've got 2 other tag members. So we've kind of automated the system to allow for more access for more players throughout the day, and we're pulling in a lot of arms, which is really great. Monthlies are big turnouts. That's first Saturday of every month, rain or shine, and we play for points, and for the last couple of years we've been playing to qualify for a team challenge, which we played against Ryan Ranch in Monterey area, but they're going through their struggles with their course right now.
Definitely.
This year we're probably going to sort of have a new adaptation to how the season wraps up. We're probably going to have either an inter-club team challenge where we'll have 2 captains do a captain's pick and draw 2 teams, or possibly an individual bracket style round robin individual playoff type championships. So got a couple ideas rolling around to see how that's all going to come together, because we're just trying to come up with something a little bit bigger than just handing out a tag with a number on it, which is nice. Sure. But at the same time, we would like to sort of elevate the level of what you're playing for. So
definitely.
Club activities have been great.
First of all, real quick,
Sure.
where can somebody go to get a bag tag if they're interested?
The best place is to go to the shack, go to the course, park in the parking lot, pay your $2 parking fee to make sure you avoid getting the parking ticket from the parking authority, because they are enforcing.
And the kiosk is working now.
Kiosk is working. But yeah, go to the shack, talk to one of the guys that are working in there, Thomas Tomaselli, Johnny Eastaw, or Walt. The 3 of them are pretty much the guys running the shack at this point. So maybe Mario is in there from time to time. But get a shack, go to the shack, get a tag from them. It's $40 cash. You'll get a tag, you'll get a patch, and you'll get access to playing all the tag events, which are the Thursdays and the monthly event.
And you're supporting the club.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Is the $40 is it's more of a donation to the club and the course to continue to grow the sport in the community.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Really quick, Nathan Lee is joining us on Facebook Live. Nathan is one of our disc golf brothers over in Australia. So he says good morning because, well, it's the future over there. So
should we say g'day? G'day, Nathan?
G'day, mate. G'day, Nathan. All right. Let's see here. Course improvements. Would you be the one to talk to about that?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. We've had a few new improvements. A couple of the big ones have been we planted some new trees, trying to restore some of the areas that we've had some pretty serious winter storm damage over the years.
Gotten rid of a lot of the guardian trees.
Yeah, so we're trying to plant some natives, doing a lot of redwoods, a lot of cypress trees, regionally cypress, regional oaks. So it's just really good to get those in the ground and see them starting to take off. We've also have been working on doing some other things like the erosion control project that's been running throughout the whole winter. Hole 2, hole 25, 26, 26A, and 27 were pulled for the last couple months in an effort to try and get some regeneration of the ground and just lessen the load on it for a few months during the rainy season. So
how's it looking?
brilliant. We've
Nice.
had an incredible result from all of the barley we put down as an initial ground cover. So it's done really well. And I was up there today and making some initial, weed whacking and mowing in some areas because we're going to be putting the baskets back in tomorrow afternoon, actually. So the course will be in full teeth, ready to go for Masters Cup layout on April 1st. That's not a joke. Definitely
You
be
ain't
ready.
lying.
Yeah, I ain't lying. So that's coming along well, and we've got a few projects that we're looking at to try and get going probably after Masters Cup. At this point, we're in full prep mode for the big event, and so there's going to be a lot of cleanup and tightening up of fairways and around the putting areas and
Very cool.
things like that. So for the future, we've got some ideas floating around where we're starting to work on an idea for a raised basket position on 26A. We're going to have an elevated basket position there.
In my opinion, the craziest idea ever because it's already windy enough up there.
Yeah, that's the
My
point.
goodness.
That's the point. We figured it's the highest elevated basket already. We might as well just take it up a notch. So
We
why
must
not?
feed the ravine.
Yeah.
We must keep it happy.
DeLaveaga likes to get scores. So
Yes.
so that's a project, a little, side improvement project, along with want to get some better steps in to continue the pathway from 27 down and around 12. The stairs need some more additional stairs added in. So we've got an endless list of things that we're earmarked to keep working on. One of my personal pet projects that we've really have gotten in the works now is it's called the Hall of Fame. And basically DeLaveaga has had a legacy of incredible people that have contributed to the course, the sport, the community, the club in ways that go above and beyond the average golfer that just goes up there and plays. And we're talking about presidents that have run the club, world champs that still call this course their home course, world champs that don't live here anymore but still have an affinity and a home base here. And people that have contributed to the sport outside of just day love. So we've come up with a plaque that we're going to have installed up on the board, and it will be added to each year with a member or two that the members that go to the meetings and vote on these things will nominate and vote someone to be inducted each year.
Very nice.
So we're in the process of getting that plaque all finished up. Stan Pratt has donated a lot of time with his tools and his skill set. He loves to work on wood projects, so
Most definitely.
so he's been getting that all polished up, and we're going to get that into Brinks trophies real soon and get them all set up with getting the brass plates on, and the club nominated and unanimously decided that the first and only one to go in the first year is going to be Tom Schott. So
very
the
cool.
designer of the course, and,
Yes, of course.
somebody that has designed many courses all over the area and all over the state and up and down the whole West Coast, essentially. You know, he's somebody that was a huge inspiration for me initially, and to this day I still, you know, will say to myself, what would Tommy do? And essentially those kind of things get me into trouble, but he understands.
WWTD, what would Tommy do? Oh man, that is awesome.
So yeah, that's a couple of the little projects and course updates and course projects that we've got going on, but there's always new stuff, and there's always, you know, new fires that pop up as far as trees come down, and we have a never-ending issue of picking up garbage and dealing with graffiti on benches and, you know, things like that, that just, it's a constant all the time, regular maintenance, regular upkeep, and it's part of what makes that course special, is that we have a community that allows us to do those things,
Cares
to
about
keep
it that much.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a lot of what's going on, really.
Very cool. Now, there is a new tee placement on 9. I have not been able to get out there to play it yet. How is it?
Okay, so that is a brainchild of myself and a couple others, that we felt 9 was lonely, only having one pin location, and has the opportunity to either try and find the old world's position, which is super deep and kind of more behind 10's tee pad and not really in a great place. So we were trying to find another option there, and we ended up going with 9 right, and it's basically about the same distance from tee pad to the pin. It's about 85 feet to the right of the original. So if you know the course and you can envision the pin placement of the original 9 straight, just throw that same distance, but you're going to want it to fade to the right a little bit more. So yeah,
So,
we also have added a new Mando and drop zone to that same hole. Because, we've had some issues with safety and flow regarding 9 and 10, being that their fairways are so parallel and intertwined in so many ways. It's not a crossing fairway, but it's close enough that we've had some issues, and the PDGA has strongly suggested that we try and find some ways to remedy some of these issues, and this was one of our solutions for trying to draw the fairways apart from each other by adding the right position and including the Mando to the right. It forces the thrower to place their shot directly down the fairway. Instead of trying to flex out and over another fairway into another tee pad. You know, I'm not saying that someone won't or couldn't. I'm sure somebody can still throw that line if they want to, but it's really not the line that was intended. The line is meant to be a tunnel shot. You know, throw it straight, which is one of the hardest things to do in disc golf. So,
which makes hole 11 really, really hard.
Yeah, and I believe this year for Masters Cup, the 9 will be played to the right. So
very cool.
Gonna get some more work in on that this weekend. Tomorrow I'll be back there trying to open that up a little bit more. Initially we got, you know, just barely a 30-foot circle opened up in the acacia, and so I'm gonna try and open that up a little bit more and have the approach area a little bit broader so that it's more of a gettable birdie attempt off the tee pad.
Ron Hill just joined us. He said, "Oh yeah."
Oh yeah, Ron Hill.
Oh yeah.
It's a Ron Hill sighting.
Indeed. You know, there was a Ron Hill and Sasquatch sighting at the
no pictures though.
I know, so it's kind of hard to believe. It's just hearsay right now. But yeah. So what's up, Ron? Kevin Ledbetter. What's up? He is one of my teammates on Team AGL.
Right on.
So what's up in Team AGL? Woohoo! Go go. Let's see. the new Circle T pad on hole 12.
Yeah.
Have you heard any feedback from that?
Yeah, for the most part, it's been pretty positive. There have
Okay.
been a few suggestions, comments, mainly due to the more left pin positions. When we play 12 to the right of the plateau or to chimes, it's a non-issue. The times that it has been brought up as a thought or a concern is when they play to the left. The oak tree has gotten much larger and kind of pinched that off. It was pinched off before it was a Circle T pad. It was pinched off when it was a janky, weird, hexagonal, odd shape, all broken, and it's a tough hole.
Yeah.
It's
it
not meant to
definitely
be easy. And learn how to throw a forehand, learn how to throw an Anheuser, figure out your line.
Well, that's the thing with disc golf. You got to throw different lines with different.
The Circle T pad went in under the thought of we're trying to throw to. It's almost 180 degrees between the different pin positions where you're throwing from chimes all the way to far left. It's such a wide range of a throw that it really doesn't lend itself to the stereotype rectangular straight line. If you're just throwing straight at the same general area, it's one thing, but when you're throwing in such a broad zone, and you're talking about lefties, righties, forehand, backhand, thumber, everybody throws everything from up there depending on what position the basket's in. So I just designed out the circle as an idea of it's better than coming up with a weird, another odd shaped, multifaceted, faced front. It just got weird. The more I tried to design out basically a rectangle for this way and a rectangle for this way and a rectangle for this way, it ended up being a giant half moon circle anyways, and you didn't have a back to run up, so it turned into a big circle essentially. So
which makes the most sense to me if you're thinking logically. With a Circle T pad, you can drive from any angle at all.
I think I'll be curious to see what some of the reactions are from the pros when they roll into town. They're very vocal and very opinionated about everything that they do on the golf course, and I get it. It's their job. And so I know that I'm going to hear something, and I'm curious to hear what it is. But I think that when they play it in the chimes, it will feel natural. I don't think it's going to be an issue at all. So, and that to me, those two, the plateau right and chimes, that's the most important, the Masters Cup, and this is what everyone in the local area thinks of when you say throw in the kitchen is the plateau. Nobody thinks of the two left ones. So it's a tricky sort of pin placement to T-pad ratio, so we ended up going with something a little unique, which was the circle.
Definitely.
Yeah,
and I like I said, that it seems like a logical idea because, like I said, on circle you can shoot way off to the left over here or shoot way off to the right over here. Wherever it is, it's going to be a straight line for you.
Pretty much, I felt that it gave the player the option of picking their own line without demanding that they stay within a 4x8 rectangle. It's limiting. The circle is a nice big circle. You can stand and feel very comfortable, or you can have a nice little run up. So for the future, we're thinking about trying to get a pergola over the bench area to try and add in a little shade up there because it is such a hot spot.
It gets to be a hot kitchen.
So that was a fun little project. That was Rob Silva was a big part of that Pro Built construction. He's a big time contributor to the course construction project. So he was a big help with that one.
Definitely. Shout out to everyone who's helped with bench replacement up there, and
Tom Adicio, Chuck Paquette, and Marshall Lambert. The three of them really have stepped up and taken on a lot of the bench work projects. Tom Adicio has been building them, and the three of them together transporting them and getting materials and getting them installed, and it's been great trying to reconfigure some of them. Perfect example was 18. We got it off of the T-pad essentially, so it's still there on the T-pad, but it's a little further back, so you don't feel as though you're
as cramped
standing on top of the people sitting, or vice versa. Had some other benches installed where we only had one. Now we have 2 to 3 in some spots. So
heck yeah.
It's good because as the sport and the popularity continues to grow, DeLa is seeing a lot more traffic and a lot more bodies and a lot of
disc golf in general.
In general,
is seeing more traffic.
But I mean, even today when we've got the Pinto Lake Challenge going on in Watsonville at Pinto Lake,
Definitely.
A lot of the big time competitors in the local area are down there. DeLa was packed this morning. It didn't affect the flow of how many people are there. So having the extra benches has been clutch. We're looking towards getting some new T signs installed, and things like, I'd really like to put in boot brush. Instead of people scraping their feet on the concrete, you have a little boot brush, scrape your feet off there, and then jump on the T-pad. It's the little bells and whistles. We're blessed that we have first world problems.
Yes.
We have a big community. We have a long history. We have a bank account. We're doing well. So our problems usually are, okay, so how do we do this? When can we do it? It's not even a matter of can we do it? Yeah, we can do it. It's just a matter of when and how we organize it. Those are first world problems, so we're very blessed.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
If your biggest problem is, well, I don't want to get too much dirt on the T-pad here. How can we come up with something?
Yeah. Well, you're doing all right.
We're doing pretty good.
Doing pretty good.
Doing pretty good. Let's see. I had a question. Every night before I go to sleep, I do a mental flyover, like the drone footage of each hole at DeLa. I mean, I know it forward and backwards, and even the holes I don't play, I stay away from the circle of death, which is 12, 13, 14, 15, and I believe 16 or 16.
16's coming back. It's that
Okay,
loop, it's the loop of death.
Okay, yeah. So I stay away from that, but I mean, 1 through 7 I do. I skip 8A because that's kind of going down into the ravine a little bit. And then you get back up into 9 and 10, which are back to back. Then you cross the street and go thread the needle down 11, and then skip those ones. Oh, you have a problem when you're dreaming about it every night, and you know everything like to a T. You definitely got a problem. It's a good problem to have, but you got a problem. If there's anything to be addicted to, disc golf is definitely
one of the healthier things that you could choose to be addicted to. Absolutely.
Yes, because as he says in the intro, it's the only way to lose weight while drinking beer. All right. Let's see. Tournaments coming up. We just had the Enduro Bowl, last weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, last weekend.
2 weekends ago.
Or
maybe.
2 weekends
Something like
ago,
that.
yeah.
Just recently, yeah.
Yeah, because I got an update from Johnny during the middle of it, and I didn't have a show last week. So, 2 weeks ago. Wow.
Dude's a beast. All I have to say is look at his stats. As far as ratings are concerned, and also wins to rounds he's competed in. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's played in like 45 tournaments and he's won 11. There aren't too many people that can say they win a quarter or almost a quarter of every tournament that they enter.
Yeah.
And he's got room to grow and get better. And
he's only, 20, 21? Something like that.
For a young guy, he's got a good head on his shoulders. He's mature. He knows what he wants. He's smart, and he's a good player.
Definitely.
I think everyone has high expectations for him as far as what we know he's capable of. He's proven it time and time again. the guy can just get out there and he plays. He's a baller.
Definitely.
And he knows how to win, clearly. It's not just somebody that like plays well and streaky. He's consistent. He's really one of the best players in the area, no doubt.
Thomas gave my buddy Weston Groves, his son, Gavin Groves, which shout out to Gavin, PDGA number 112110. What's up, Gavin?
Nice.
I'm working on getting him a sponsor right now, so that's going to be really cool. We're going to set him up with Within Range.
Okay.
So if you haven't checked him out yet, go check out withinrange.com. Also, aglDisc.com. And if you order anything from AGL Disc, use promo code DiscGolfTalk, get 15% off. It's that easy. It's awesome. Okay, so anyway, he signed one of the buzzes out of his bag and handed it to Gavin, and ever since, he's just had the biggest smile on his face. He has been so adamant on disc golf. Weston videoed him on hole 2, I believe it was, up at Condon Park up in Grass Valley. Man, that kid can rip it now.
Great.
I mean, just sends it way out there with minimal effort too.
Well, that's great.
I mean, kids are amazing throwing a disc. They just walk up and sidearm, and it goes 200 yards. I mean, or 200 feet. I mean, I can't even get it to go like 15 sidearm. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, the great thing is I think the sport is really going to start to see real athletes becoming professional disc golfers. It's no longer just, bunch of crazy kids in the forest running around hucking plastic, and maybe you get good enough to maybe win a trophy or two. The guys that are out there doing it right now, they're no slouches. They train, they eat, sleep, drink, everything is disc golf. They are professional athletes, and you're going to see more and more kids that, I grew up playing baseball and football and basketball and street hockey and things like that, I don't think I ever stood a chance to make professional baseball but disc golf, there's a lot of kids that are going to grow up playing disc golf in a community and a sport that it's already developed. It's not something that they're going into not knowing what is out there.
Yeah, no,
there's a long legacy now of good players, good tournaments, good clubs, good courses, good companies making good products,
and just all around good people.
And it's just getting better and bigger, and we're seeing it at the top level with guys like Paul Macbeth getting $1 million contract. I mean, that's unimaginable. It's just so hard to comprehend.
Huge.
So little kids now are being able to play on courses like Condon and DeLaveaga and really cut their teeth at an early age at places that these big name players we're blessed to have a little bit of time on, and these kids are going to grow up playing on these courses.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's scary to see what the kids are going to be bringing into the future of disc golf. For sure.
Oh yeah, dude, I cannot wait.
It's fun to see them play too. They have so much fun with it. It's a natural thing for them to just have fun. They're not hung up on whether you got 250 or 350 feet out of your drive. They're just they're stoked to be out there having fun.
Exactly.
It's that simple for them.
And parents, it tires them out really quick too. So if you want to get your child to get tired really quick, well, not really quick, but it'll drain their energy sufficiently, just take them out disc golfing. Get out there. It's a family sport. It's a partner sport. It's everyone's sport.
Yeah, doesn't matter how big you are, how small you are, what age you are, skin color, how much money you have in the bank account.
No.
None of that matters. It's really just you, your disc, and the elements, and trying to find a way to get through it with as least damage as possible and as much fun as possible. And the damage part, you just have to compartmentalize it and understand it's part of the game. Golf is painful a lot of times. It's
Definitely.
not always easy.
Mhm.
If it was easy, we'd play it once and put it down and walk away from it.
That's why
But
there's trees in the way.
the reason we do it is because it's hard and we like challenging ourselves.
Exactly.
And I think it draws a certain type of personality, somebody that's okay with adversity,
Mm-hmm.
somebody that's okay with standing alone, and having the ability to fight through that and just keep
Mhm.
pushing forward and trying to get better or just having more fun with it. And I love it. To me, it's one of the big reasons I get up every day. I mean, outside
Exactly.
of like my wife and my life and my job and things like that, and my
Mhm.
family, but disc golf is just, it's a wonderful thing that anybody that's tried it at least once gets it. They may not
Yeah.
adopt it as their passion or their thing, but
Mhm.
show somebody a basket and a putter and give them the chance to hear those chains rattle.
Oh, you
and
got
then
them hooked.
have them miss one and then miss another one and then make one and they're hooked. All of a sudden it turns into a, oh, I get it. Now I
get it now.
understand why you are as crazy as you are about this. It makes sense
Exactly.
now. So it's great. I love disc golf.
Let's see. Johnny Eastaugh joined us. What's up, Johnny?
Johnny E.
Johnny E. running disc golf. Emmanuel Torres also joining us. What's up, dude?
Manimal.
Yeah. Nathan Lee says this guy needs to do the new podcast on Ultiworld. They talk with different course designers about design, etc.
All right, cool.
All right. So Nathan, thank you for the little heads up there. Really quick, we've only got not that long left. Hours go by like that, like that.
It's not often I get the opportunity to talk about disc golf without having somebody look at me and go, yeah, okay, that's enough. You can stop.
Oh, I haven't even done that yet. I can sit here all day
That's
long.
what I'm saying. I could do this all day.
Definitely. So the Daisy Chains is May 4th and 5th. This year, Daisy Chains will be 1 weekend earlier than the traditional Mother's Day weekend. So make sure, get registered for it. And then guys, go out there and support the ladies and their quest for fun and excitement and adventure.
So Daisy Chains is not necessarily a DeLaveaga club event, but it's one of the events that our club does make an effort to really try and throw some support behind. We usually try to be one of the sponsors, so we give them a little financial support in that way.
And that's out at Pinot, right?
It's out at Pinto Lake,
Okay.
which is a world championship level course designed by Tom Schott as well.
Heck yeah, it's Tom Schott again.
And Dave Sanu is pretty much the driving force of Pinto Lake, and that guy, he does it all, and he somehow pulls it off without the incredible bounty of community that we have. It's quite a challenge, and so they do a lot of work out there to get it ready for Daisy Chains, and Daisy Chains is a wonderful event for the women's side of the sport. Some of the biggest names come here to play in that event, and definitely recommend, if you're not doing anything, please go out and support, be a spotter, just be there to cheer on, be a part of the community. We really got to show support to some of these events that aren't the stereotypical male-dominated event that, you got 162 players and there's 8 women in the entire event. This is the exact opposite.
Exactly.
And since the guys aren't playing, be there, be a caddy.
Yeah.
You know,
Be a caddy.
offer to carry a bag, give tips, whatever, help out with Tournament Central. And that goes for all the tournaments, really, but specifically for the ones that really do have an impact. Like the De La Divas is one that we do to support the women's side of golf at De La, and I'm a huge proponent of that. And
Now, is that coming up soon, or has
that'll
it
be in the
already-
fall. It's usually in
Okay.
the fall at some point.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly when that's going to be this year. But yeah, Masters Cup is coming up as well. End of April, we'll have the AM weekend, and then
Nice.
end of May essentially will be the NT and the A tier event. And so yeah, that's big time. We've got all of the biggest sponsors, the biggest names, the biggest
Everything.
everything. It doesn't get much bigger than this. So we're pretty excited. I know that Matt and Braden have been working really hard. I know that they've brought in more sponsor money than they have ever before.
Nice.
So payouts are going to be fat. Player packs are going to be fat. It's a well-oiled machine, and it's a beast. And each year we look forward to it and dread it all at the same time.
Exactly.
You know, there's this sense of, wow, this is a big deal that we really got to step up for. So
Yeah.
we're excited.
Definitely. For this year at Masters, I'm going to be volunteering out there. Hopefully, I want to get one of two positions. Either helping the announcer, because, well, that's kind of what I do. Or I'd love to be spotter for Top of the World.
Okay.
Seeing everybody's drives down Top of the World would just be crazy.
Well, I have a feeling that we'll be able to get you someplace where it'll work out.
Nice.
And again, I can't reiterate enough how much the volunteers make it all happen. Without people showing up for work days, the place doesn't get gussied up. Without volunteers showing up on the days of the tournaments, we don't have spotters. We have a hard time replacing water jugs and getting the van moved back and forth with all the players. So it's a big list of spots that we'll need to fill. So please, continue to invite volunteers to come out to this, because that's what it's all about.
So, if somebody would want to volunteer for this, do you know where they go, or
I believe there is a Masters Cup volunteer page
on Facebook? Okay, yeah, I knew
and
that.
that will be, I think, the main public access check-in point for stuff like that. And then you can always get in touch with either myself or Matt Beatty or Braden Coolidge, and we'll get you straightened out, get you set up. Yeah.
Heck yeah. Ron says DeLaveaga is August 31st.
Thank you, Ron.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Can always count on Ron.
Oh, of course, of course. I had told Ron back months and months and months ago that I like DGA Rogues and all this and that. Well, what's he do? A couple months later, hey Justin, you were looking for Rogues, right? Well, here you go. I got a couple out of his bag. I got some Ron Hill originals.
So he hooked me up. He's hooked me up several times now with some of his Ron Hill specials. And two of them, I've never thrown them. I will never throw them.
No.
I'll never give them away.
No.
They are just priceless. One is a hurricane with a monkey in an aviator leather jacket with a wool collar, smoking a cigar, and it's just brilliant. And then the other one that I actually hang on my wall is a pipeline that he drew a picture of Jack O'Neill with the patch and everything on it, and it's just great. Ron Hill's one of my favorite people. I love that guy.
He also gave me a aftershock, a nice see-through aftershock with a T-Rex skeleton drawn on the back.
Yeah, he's
I
awesome.
mean, he's an amazing artist.
We have a lot of really talented
the hearts are going crazy now.
we have a lot of talented people in our community. Another really great artist that does a lot of great artwork for the disc golf tournaments and things is Jeff Wynn, a teacher of art.
He did my logo too for Disc Golf Talk.
I know that Faith, she's a great
Faith
artist.
Green is amazing.
There's a lot of really talented people that, again, we're blessed. We're in an amazing community of people.
Definitely, man. I can't say enough how just awesome and genuine disc golfers are. I mean, we're just out there to have fun, to help each other out, and that's just what it's about.
Yeah, I think that it's, I don't know about every disc golf community, but
Mhm.
I know about this one. And
I know about a couple of them, and
this one, from 98.5% of my experiences have been all positive. I mean, there's always a moment or two, or an interaction, or a thing that gets a little sideways, and you have to sort of work your way through it. But I mean, it wouldn't be life without that, so it's kind of normal. But for the most part, the disc golf community really does, like I said, it draws a certain type of person. And the community, because we've been sort of the redheaded bastard stepchild in so many ways, because we're sort of, you know, playing on borrowed land, and you know, it's like we're this sort of like forgotten about sport. And so I think that part of that builds this sense of brotherhood, fraternity, sorority, a familial feeling that I think a lot of sports doesn't have. I mean, we have a location that we all congregate at. We have an activity that we all partake in together. This sounds like church. I mean, it could be.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound
Church
any
of
different.
Disc. Church of Treeses.
Yes.
There we go.
So it's just, it really is a fantastic opportunity to meet a lot of people. And like I said, we're blessed that we live in such a cool place and have so many cool people, and people are willing to share of themselves and with others, and it makes it really cool.
Real quick, Matt Beatty just joined us. What's up, Matty?
Oh, jeez, that guy.
We were just talking about him. His ears must have been ringing.
Yeah, he knew.
Yeah, what a slacker.
Yeah.
Gosh.
What's he doing? I don't know. Probably hanging out with his 2 kids, not doing anything.
Yeah, probably hanging out by the old oak tree, down by the old gristle mill. Oh my gosh, I just had something else I was gonna say, but I totally forgot, because disc golf just radiates out my head, out my ears right now. It's just like so many things at once, and oh man. Well, Sean, dude, this has been awesome.
I think we're gonna have to do this again.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
Okay.
Or like the Kong. I get it. Oh snap! By the way, what are people gonna do with those old Kong misprints from back in the day, huh?
Got me. I don't know.
They ripped off the Star Destroyer. Okay.
Anyways, I throw DGA. So anyways.
Yeah. I throw AGL. So, because AGL is awesome, located in San Jose. It's amazing. AGLDisc.com. Use promo code DiscGolfTalk. Get 15% off. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and cut it right there. My guest has been El Presidente, Sean O'Neill of the DeLaveaga Disc Golf Club. Yeah, what more can I say but keep hucking. We're going to do a little Danny California, Red Hot Chili Peppers on KBCZ 90.1 FM, Boulder Creek Community Radio. And that's it. Yes. All right. So thank you guys. Becky McClemens just tuned in, and we just finished. Jacob Crippen, what's up, dude? He's a teammate of mine from Team AGL. He says, "What's up, Team AGL?" Okay, so thank you very, very much for tuning in. This has been Disc Golf Talk. Don't forget, we have a YouTube channel, Disc Golf Talk with Justin Sane. It's officially a YouTube channel. Woohoo! Johnny said, just finished my round at DeLaveaga. Hope it was awesome, my dude. Definitely. So for us, me and Sean, keep rocking, keep hucking. Rock hard, disc harder.